The story of a people is told best by those who live it out daily. And when the history of that community is informative, inspirational, and insightful, it should then be shared with the world. The Clio Exchange does that.
And she explained that it was a school where we learned about God. I said, okay, I hear about it every once in a while, and had things around the house. And she said, I'll come by and pick you up next week. I said, you're talking about Mommy. And Mother said, all right. And so I started going thereafter. After I started in church school, and after I got so enamored of what the message was, and how it related to people like Carter G. Woodson and all the people I was learning about, I became a very committed Christian. I went to prayer meeting every week. I did miss Sunday school. And when I joined the church, I started doing everything they said we were supposed to do. You're supposed to be concerned over those in prison. So I went to a prison ministry. You had to be concerned about the health and welfare of people around you. And so I got all involved in that. And again, I take it all back to caring adults who understood what we were going to be faced with in life and who tried to give us a foundation by which we would learn to care for, protect, and defend one another.
And back in those days, as I'm sure it is today, it's just not as visible. The community, the church, when they saw something in a young man, they took him in, didn't they? Your church, I mean, that's how you got to college, right?
No question, you know, I think it's just a miracle because, you know, Willie with 7 children and 2 grandmothers to take care of was not going to in any way get me out of that neighborhood. And what happened was that my pastor, you know, like Dexter Manley's pastor, saw something and said, we ought to help this boy. I had been a very dutiful Boy Scout and Cub Scout in the junior choir, and I was the bulletin board monitor. That is, every Sunday night I fixed the board up for the week, and he gave me the task of putting a thought for the week. So I had to get books and pick out good little thoughts. One I'll never forget one was the diamond is not polished without friction, nor man perfected without tribulation. And I put that up, and so I did all those kind of things. And after a while, and I never missed. I made $11 a month taking care of this bulletin board. And they liked it, and so they decided, we got to get him out of hell here. I mean, we got to get him out of this neighborhood. And if he can get through high school, if he can get through junior high school and high school without becoming a drug addict or becoming you know, one of the baby mama fellas, let's help him. And they fried chicken and cooked chicken dinners every week for a year. And the people in the neighborhood who I had, whose children I tried to pull together, did it. And I got the money I needed my first year to go to Virginia Union University, Baptist College in Richmond, Virginia. And my first week there, I met Martin Luther King Jr. And
that's where it began.
Yeah. So it's a really sort of fairy tale for me. And when Bill Clinton
Could you see something in him then?
Oh yes, he saw something in me, and I saw something in him. I was, I was like Amos. I was not a prophet nor the son of a prophet. And when Wyatt T. Walker, who was the summa cum laude graduate of Virginia Union in the undergraduate school before I got there, and was now a senior at the School of Religion, on his way to being summa cum laude, called me and said, Walter, you have got a preacher friend coming here from Atlanta, who's a son of a great preacher in the South. His name from Georgia. His name was Martin Luther King.